Welcome to the St. Louis Rams pregame show presented by VistaPhone. Top phones for low prices. Now here's your host, Justin Prince.
Thank you very much and welcome to today's pregame show. I'm Justin Prince. The St. Louis Rams right now are 3-4 on the season. Fans on social media have been showing their excitement for this week's matchup against the NFC North leading Minnesota Vikings. Some of them are even calling for a victory today for your Rams. First off, let's bite into our burger shot 3-game bullets. First off, the Rams need to keep Adrian Peterson for running from big gains. The Rams struggled last week in stopping San Francisco 49ers running back Carlos Hyde from doing that as he finished with 99 yards. An injury stopped him from gaining more than that. That won't happen again this week, so Rams head coach Jeff Fisher says to expect a lot of blitz packages and for the defensive line to play aggressively throughout today's game. Second, they need to make sure the Vikings don't score. A lot of times, the Rams defense has allowed more than 21 points per game. Fisher says if the Rams want to win, they need to make sure the Vikings don't score touchdowns. The Rams are currently in the top 5 for points allowed in the league. And third, today could be Nick Foles' last chance to prove he's a starter. He's had a rough season so far as he leads the league with 18 interceptions. That's compared to just 9 touchdowns, a lot of those coming, the interceptions, in crucial situations. Today could be the final day St. Louis will have Nick Foles as a starter. That'll wrap things up here for today's pregame show. It's time to head to the broadcast booth as we're all set for today's game on EATV. We'll be right back with Week 9 action between your Rams and the Minnesota Vikings from TCF Bank Stadium. It's a beautiful day for football as we're all set to go at TCF Bank Stadium for today's matchup between the 3-4 St. Louis Rams and the 7-1 Minnesota Vikings. Good afternoon, I'm Justin Prince and welcome to EATV's coverage of Week 9 action. This matchup should be interesting here at the home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as this has been a story of two different teams. The Vikings lead the NFC North, while the Rams have been struggling recently. The Vikings will have Cordell Patterson return things off to start today, while Johnny Hekker will boot things off for the Rams in their vintage 1960 uniforms. We're all set to go for Week 9 action as we're underway in Minneapolis. And this one's going to be returned by McKinnon, and he'll return it from the end zone. Across the 10, lots of blockers, and it's going to be brought down by Hayes down at the 20. And that means it's time for the Minnesota Vikings to take the field for offense, which means it's time for Teddy Bridgewater to take the field. The Louisville quarterback has 1,347 passing yards, 8 touchdowns and 7 interceptions this season with a QBR rating of 87.6. And they'll start things off. This is a very rush-first offense with Adrian Peterson as well as Jerick McKinnon as they'll start off with the play action. Bridgewater lobbing it up, and it's going to be popped and dropped. That was almost complete to Wallace, but that's going to be incomplete. It's time to look at the Vikings offense. Khalil, Fusco, Sullivan, Yankee, and Clemens is your offensive line. But the men to watch are Mike Wallace and leading wide receiver, Charles Johnson. As they set up for 2nd and 10, there have been 3 wide receivers on this team getting all the catches. The rest of the team has not done much. As this is going to be Adrian Peterson as he's going to get stuffed, and that's going to be brought down for a gain of about maybe 1 yard. Here comes your Rams defense. Lawn, Donald, Fairley, and Quinn is your defensive line. Ogletree, Laurinaitis, and Ayers are your linebackers, while your secondary is Jenkins, McDonald, McLeod Jr., and Johnson. And we're all set to go for 3rd and 10. As I said, a very rush-first offense, but so far, this is going to be a must-pass situation. As Bridgewater with lots of time in the pocket, he's picked off by James Laurinaitis. And Laurinaitis will bring it down to the 20-yard line, and just like that, it's Rams football. Within the first minute, we have our first turnover as Nick Foles takes the field for the Rams. 2,036 passing yards so far, 9 touchdowns, and 18 interceptions. A horrible QB rating of 59.9 so far. He'll set up under center to start things off in the twin tight end set. As here's the snap, Gurley's going to get the handoff, and he's going to get a rush of maybe about 4 yards. Yes, it is. it's time to look at your Rams offense. Robinson, Sawfield, Jones, Reynolds, and Habenstein are your offensive line. Kenny Brett and Brian Quick are the wide receivers to watch, but man to watch for sure, Jared Cook. 2nd and 16 now after the penalty as they'll set up here, and it looks like Foles is changing up the play a bit as here's the snap, backing up to pass. Lots of time in the pocket, and he's going to find Kenny Britt. End zone touchdown. And the St. Louis Rams are on the board just like that. It is 7-0 pending the extra point for the Rams. Let's take a look at this replay as that was a nice open pocket, and Britt just got wide open for the touchdown catch. That is number 3 on the season. 1st and 10 now for the Vikings after the touchdown by the Rams. Last time they took the field, they turned it over on 3rd and 10. As Bridgewater will back up the pass in the play action. Here comes the blitz, but it's going to be caught, and that's going to be Mike Wallace with the catch. That's the first completion of the game for Bridgewater. It's 1st and 10 at the 44. And now it's the second third down, I should say, for the Vikings so far today. Here with this 3rd and 9 in the shotgun is Bridgewater as he'll back up the pass here. Up the middle, and it's going to be caught by Cordell Patterson. And just like that, 39 passing yards so far for Bridgewater on 2 completions. 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss, I should say, by Peterson. As here's the snap, Bridgewater, lots of time moving in the pocket, and he's going to get brought down by the sack. That is going to be Joyner with the sack there, and it's going to be 3rd and 22. 3rd and 17 after the 5-yard penalty for the Rams, as we're having 9 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Play action once again, Bridgewater having lots of time, and he's going to find a now reception to Wallace. And Wallace is having a day so far. Came into this one with 368 receiving yards. It's now 1st down. 3rd and 13 after the 3-yard loss by Peterson on the last play. McKinnon has the back as Bridgewater will back up the pass on the screen, and that's going to get stuffed in the backfield. That is going to be John Beeson with the tackle. It's going to lead to a field goal. And now 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss by Gurley. As they'll set up here, Foles backing up the pass. Woods trying to break through. It almost does, and it's caught by Jared Cook. And the leading wide receiver / tight end for receiving yards continues to dominate. 1st and 10 after the catch by Cook. That was catch number 39 on the season for Cook. Approaching 40 already. As here's the snap. Foles backing up the pass. Lots of time. Lobbing this one up deep to Cook again, and it's picked off. And that is going to be Blanton with the interception. And that's going to be the 12th interception by the Vikings this season for defense. Now 3rd and 6 as Bridgewater will set up with McKinnon to his right. As here's the snap. He'll have to back up the pass here. The blitz is trying to break through, and he'll lob this one up out of bounds. And this is going to lead to the Rams getting the ball here at the end of the first. And that's going to end off your first quarter. So far, after 15 minutes of play, it is now 7-3 Rams. As we'll be right back here from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And welcome back to TCF Bank Stadium. Of course, the Vikings are getting a new stadium by 2016. So, of course, this is a temporary venue as the Rams will start off here on 2nd and 3. As Brian Quick will catch that one up the middle, and that's going to be a 1st down just like that. 13:45 to go here in this second quarter here on 2nd and 6 as they'll set up in the offset twin tight end formation as Gurley's going to get this handoff. Pitch, I should say, and that's going to be a gain of about, I'd say, about 10 yards, already 6 rushes for 31 yards today. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass by Foles last time as Trey Mason's in as the back. As Foles changes the play, backing up the pass, he's going to throw this one up the middle to Quick, and Quick's got another reception. Quick has now 21 catches, I believe it is, 411 yards coming into this one. 2nd and 3 as they'll set up under center here. This is a must-convert 1st down as Gurley's going to break through and get that 1st down for a gain of about 6. Now up to 38 yards as that's a gain of 7, correct me, as that's going to be a nice gain there. And another 3rd down for the Rams here as they're looking to get in the end zone here and put themselves up big. As Foles feeling the pressure, and he's going to find Mason, but he drops it inside the 3. And that's going to be incompletion number 3. It's going to lead to a field goal. And this has been a tough one to watch so far. Very defensive, lots of 3-and-outs, as Foles will pass this one here. And this one's lobbed up and picked off again by, I believe that's Blanton again. Yes, it is. That's his second interception of the day. I believe that's his third interception of the season. It's Vikings ball. With 2:42 to go in the second quarter, you have to wonder, will the offense wake up for the Vikings and get in the end zone, or will this be a 3-and-out again? As this one's going to go fighting Kyle Rudolph, and that's going to be a gain down to the 44-yard line, as that's going to be a nice first down there. 1st and 10 as they'll set up here in the shotgun. Peterson in at the back, as Bridgewater will have lots of time and float this one up to Peterson. And Peterson's got another catch there. 8 for 12 so far for Bridgewater, 115 yards. Bridgewater will set up here on 3rd and 10 as the Vikings are looking for another first down on this drive inside the 2-minute warning. As Peterson's going to break a tackle and he's going to get just short of a first down there. It's going to be 4th inches. That should lead to a field goal. And the Vikings will set up here on 1st and 10. The Rams went 3-0 in the last drive as they have 44 seconds to work with. As Bridgewater backs up for the screen, and it goes back to Adrian Peterson. And Peterson's got another big reception today. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on the last play. 33 seconds to go here in this second quarter. As Bridgewater's trying to hit the hard count, he's going to pass instead. As he's got lots of time, and it's Cornell Patterson with the catch at the 25. And another big catch, 12 of 18 so far today, 166 passing yards. And after that completion, it's 1st and 10. 12 seconds to go. They don't have much time to work with, as here's the snap with 8 seconds to go. Bridgewater feeling the pressure, and he's going to find the wide open man in Wallace. And that's going to be a timeout called with a second to go for the field goal. And after the field goal, it's 10-9 Rams after 2 quarters of play. It's halftime here at TCF Bank Stadium, as it's time to look at your stats presented by EA Sports. It's in the game. Here are your stats as you can see here. 10 points for the Rams, 9 for the Vikings. Very defensive so far, but 160 passing yards for Bridgewater so far today. We'll be right back here on EA TV for the rest of today's game. Be sure to stay tuned, as this is a very fun one to watch. And welcome back everyone to TCF Bank Stadium, as we're all set to go for the second half. Tavon Austin will be the one returning from the end zone here to start us off, and he's off to the races. He breaks through the 30, down to the 40, 50, down to the 40, and the fastest man on the field gets him down at the 36. And Tavon Austin just had his longest return of the season. It's 1st and 10. 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard rush, as Foles will have the play action, and here comes the blitz, and it's going to be Robinson with the blitz and the sack, his 3rd sack of the season. It's 3rd and 13, and Foles will set up here in the shotgun for 3rd and 13. Cook is in the slot, as here's the snap. Pressure is starting to break through, and he's going to lob this one up to Cook, and he drops it, and that's going to be incomplete. That's going to be a 4th and 13. 3rd and 9 here, as the Rams looking to make a defensive stop here to get the ball, as Peterson's in the backfield. It's going to be a narrow play action, and it's almost a sack. Instead, it is caught down the field. That is Janarius Wright with another reception today on the big-time catch. 1st and 10 in the offset I formation, as Bridgewater is instantly going to change up the play for Peterson. And Peterson, just like that, is up to 47 rushing yards today on the 1st down rush. And it's 3rd and 1 after the 9-yard rush by Peterson. They'll set up again with Bridgewater under center, and another rush to Peterson. He was struggling in the first half. Instead, he's dominating in this second half today. And it's another 3rd down, as Peterson is going to set up in the slot. Robinson also out there, Rudolph I should say, as this one's going to go to, I believe that is Peterson. It's short of the 1st down though. It's 4th and 6. And a 2nd and 8 now. The Vikings, the last time they took the field, scored a field goal. They haven't made the end zone once today, as Bridgewater will set up in the play action. And this is going to go back to Wallace again today. And that is going to be a completion down the field. Reception number 5 today, up to 79 yards so far. And it's 1st and 10 after the big-time reception here at the 22-yard line. Play clock is winding down as Bridgewater takes the snap. Waiting in the pocket, and he's going to get almost picked off, but instead, it's caught by Wright once again. It's 1st and 10. And now end things off here in the third quarter. That was a very fast quarter, as the score in this one is 13-12 Rams after 3 quarters of play. We'll be right back, live from Minneapolis. And welcome back to beautiful Minneapolis, as right now it's 13-12 Rams, as the Vikings are on a drive here on 2nd and 15. As Bridgewater hands it off to McKinnon, and he can't get much. 7 rushes for 9 yards today for just 2 rushing yards there. 3rd and 13 as Bridgewater rushes to the line, looking to get a fast snap here. In fact, he's trying to get a hard count. As here's the snap, blitz is coming, and he finds a wide open receiver, and that is right, I believe that is. And that's going to be just short of the first down. It's 4th and 1. That might lead to another field goal. And 3rd and 12 here, as this crowd is going wild. As here's the snap, Foles backing up, lots of time, he finds Quick. And Quick is off to the races just like that. And he's brought down at the 27. It has not been a good day for Nick Foles, but that is one of the best catches so far today from his wide receivers, as they'll set up for 1st and 10 here with 12 minutes to go. Foles takes the snap once again, waits in the pocket, and he's going to get sacked again by Robinson. That's his 3rd sack of the day, his 5th of the season. It's 2nd and 16. And it's 3rd and 16 now after the incomplete pass, as Trey Mason is in as the back. Here's the snap. It looks like a screen play, and yes, it is, as Trey Mason looking for blocks, and he can't get them. He's down at the 24. This might lead to another field goal today. It's 16-15 Rams at the moment, as the Vikings take the field for another offensive drive. It has not been a very good day in terms of both offenses of trying to find the end zone, as Cordell Patterson's going to push his way forward for a gain of about 12, and already 297 passing yards for Bridgewater. And 1st and 10, as right now the Vikings are starting to wake up on offense, it seems, as it's another play action. The blitz is coming, and oh my goodness, we got a flag on this one. It looks like a pass interference. In fact, it is. That's going to mean it's Vikings ball inside the 28. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass by Bridgewater on the last play, as he'll take the snap here. Defenders are slipping, as this one's caught inside the 5 of the 4. That is once again Mike Wallace with another big catch today. Reception number 6. And 2nd and goal here, as Bridgewater having a great game today. Probably one of the best performances so far this season, as he's going to go in the read option, breaks the tackle with a stiff arm, and it's a touchdown. Bridgewater finds the end zone for the first time today. And the Vikings will now take a 21-16 lead. Let's take a look at this one, as that is a great stiff arm on Janorius Jenkins. Bridgewater with the big-time rushing touchdown to put the Vikings up by 5. And Foles might be in a little bit of a panic mode right now. It's 3rd and 10. Right now, his team has not played well, as he's going to go on the play action here, rolling to his right, scrambling out of the pocket, and he's across for a first down, but drops the ball. And that's going to be marked down to the 29, as he was out of bounds when he fumbled it. 2nd and 9 right here, as Foles will set up again under center, as he'll back up to pass, looking for something decent, and he is picked off. And that's going to be another interception today, his 3rd today for Nick Foles, the league-leading 21st interception. 1st and goal here, as the Vikings are moving down the field, looking for that one dagger for the Rams, as McKinnon's going to break a tackle, and he runs in the end zone for a touchdown for the 2-minute warning. That might be it for the Rams here, as they might have lost number 5. And a last chance effort here, as they'll set up for 4th and 9 at the 41. Foles waiting with lots of time, He lobs it up. It's tipped and picked off again. And that's going to be interception number 22, I believe that is now. As that's going to be Rhodes with the interception. 1st and 10 Vikings. This game is over. And that'll end things off here from TCF Bank Stadium as the Minnesota Vikings win this one 28-16. Nick Foles had a rough game today. Another performance with 4 interceptions. Not what you want to see from your starting quarterback. They might make a change for next week, who knows. Let's take a look at your point summary brought to you by Ignobi Tires. As you can tell, the Vikings scored 16 unanswered points, I believe it was. So it was a rough game for the St. Louis Rams today. As they'll end things off here from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Be sure to check out our next broadcast here on EA TV. Thank you for watching and have a good day.